NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And bringing them out, CD, it's a rookie from South Dakota State by way of Sanford and South Florida. Well-traveled. Here's Chris Oladokun.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Off the play fake, Oladokun.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Mills. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Oladokin on 1st down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on 1st down with Oladokin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now a fair catch taken just across mid. Yard or 2. So here's Washington now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Oladokin on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. 1st down, Mills.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year touchdown, Washington.
Equanimous saved his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead in this first half.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oladoke into the air on first down.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
To throw, Oladoke. Touchdown, Washington. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 15-yard touchdown drive.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Oladoke setting up the screen. Harris. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They're going for it. Here's Oladoke. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So we've reached halftime here.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Oladokin.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Oladokin's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the shotgun, Oladokin.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Equanimous St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And Oladokin going to throw it here.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown, Washington!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders just continue to roll.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On the run is Benjamin.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now a 2nd down throw from Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mills to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's got some space here. The 30. 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston set to take over. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. J.J. Watt in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
3rd and long for Mills. Step, and the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. This is Harris. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just handed our Tigers.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. To throw, Mills.
And the reception made by Grain. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A first down throw for Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mills now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
20.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play. It's been their effort.